All right, so it is like 15 degrees outside. There's like a good 8 inches of snow on the ground, but thanks to the cold showers I've been taking lately, I don't really get cold. So we're gonna film this whole video outside. All right, what is going on, guys? I feel like every single time I make one of these YouTube videos now, I'm pretty much spend the first couple minutes just apologizing for not having made very many YouTube videos, or at least as many as I want to be making, or as many as I keep saying that I'm going to be making. But pretty much why I wanted to come on here and talk today is because ever since I quit my job about 3 months ago, pretty much what my goal has been is to try to build my brand, and try to put as much content as I can out and help you guys sort of, whether you guys are pursuing your dreams, whether you're pursuing your own line of work, wherever you guys are deciding that you want to try to pursue greatness, I want to try to help document my journey as much as possible to help those of you who just want to do the exact same thing that I'm doing. So when it comes to these videos, I've done a really bad job at keeping up with them, but I ultimately want to give you guys sort of a look into what my life has looked like, and how I'm progressing and how I'm trying to manage things, building my own brand, and when it comes to content creation and social media and all that type of stuff. So hopefully I'm going to talk about that a little bit today. And then I also just wanted to say, I know like sometimes I just get kind of depressed when it comes to making these videos because I feel like nobody really watches them or nobody really wants to pay attention. But I mean, I get a couple DMs, like literally all it takes is a couple DMs from people who say, I absolutely love watching your YouTube videos, and that is why I'm here right now making this one, is because I received a couple of those DMs over the past couple days, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't made any YouTube videos in like a month now, so I need to sit down and put a little bit more time and effort into documenting the journey and telling you guys where I'm at, because you guys deserve that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go through and talk about some of the things that I've been struggling with ever since, I quit my job, and struggling with when it comes to building my business. So right now I am doing online fitness coaching, I'm doing nutrition coaching, and I'm doing personal training. And ultimately my goal is to scale into a massive, fitness business, later down the line. But pretty much right now what I've really been focusing on is like client acquisition when it comes to my nutrition coaching. And when it comes to sponsors, I'm working with, a bunch of different companies like Young LA, Rise Supplements, Whole Strength, and a couple other companies that I work as an affiliate for, so selling their products. But then when it comes to my own struggles, I'm going to try not to edit this as much as I possibly can and just try to keep this as like a raw conversation between you and me. But pretty much one of the biggest things that I've sort of figured out, one of the biggest roadblocks that I've come into is just realizing just how greedy I am. And when it comes to a lot of my business ventures, and a lot of the things that I would do on social media, or things that I would say I was doing for the sake of business, I kind of realized that it wasn't actually to try to help other people, and then it was actually just to make myself more money. And I think that is one of the biggest sort of like aha moments that I had over the past couple months, and it's just realizing that I really do care, like as much as I preach about trying to not think about what or trying not to let other people's opinions affect you. I really do care a lot about what other people think, and sort of how that manifests itself in me is wanting to look successful. Like I want to make it look like my brand is doing well. I want to make it look like I am like financially making it. Like I want to sort of like put on a show and show other people that I know what I'm talking about. I'm successful, like all of these different types of things. And when in reality, like my goal is ultimately like to help other people, and that's what it should be based around. And so sort of fighting that like selfish motivation is what I've spent a lot of the past couple months doing. So pretty much what I've realized along those lines is that if my goal is to be the best coach in the world, what I really want to do is I want to tie my own success to the success of other people. And that has ultimately done a really, really good job at sort of curing that want to sort of build myself up and make myself money. And I want to go out and I want to buy like a nice car. I want to go out and I want to buy a nice house. I want to buy flashy things. I want all of these things. But in reality, what I should be trying to do is help other people. So what I've tried to do is I've tried to tie my own success to the success of other things that really matter, and trying to be as generous like as I possibly can, because one of the other biggest things that I've figured out over the past couple months is that goodwill, I can't remember who said this, but goodwill compounds a lot faster than money ever will. And so pretty much what I've found at every single turn of the road, whenever I am thinking about being selfish or greedy, if I can simply open the floodgates and try to do things for other people, try to bless other people as much as possible, it always comes back around. It always comes back around, and I always get more out of it than whatever I put into it. And so ultimately, that has been my goal over the past couple months, is trying to sort of reorient my values when it comes to business, and instead of making money for myself, I make money so that I can bless other people. And ultimately, that's what I'm trying to do with my content. That's what I'm trying to do with my YouTube channel, my Instagram, all that type of stuff, is like ultimately I want to provide good entertainment. I also want to provide good information. And I feel like, you know, I haven't been doing a great job at that, but my goal is to get better at that as time goes on. And sometimes, honestly, like, I'm in this fitness space right now, and things just start to feel really, really redundant. Like, you feel like you're posting the same thing every day. You feel like you're saying the similar stuff every single day. With YouTube, like, one of the reasons why I get so like depressed when it comes to my YouTube channel is every single time I go to make a video, I just think, you know what, I feel like I've made this video before. Like, I feel like I've already put this information out there, and if somebody wants to know this, they can just go back and watch that YouTube video. But what I don't take into consideration, what I've sort of learned over the past couple months, is that extraordinary results don't always come from like inventing this new product or coming up with something that is going to like change everybody's life. A lot of the times what extraordinary results come from is just doing a very, very ordinary thing for an extraordinary period of time. And that is exactly what I've pretty much what I'm trying to do when it comes to fitness, is I sort of have to realize that I may be putting out the same content, but hopefully new people will be hearing it. Hopefully that those videos find the ears of people who actually need to hear that information, and hoping that, you know, that is how things will continue to go. And so, that's something that I've really, really struggled with, and I'm trying to sort of get better at, because ultimately I have chosen fitness as my lane. Like, I want to be like the best content producer when it comes to fitness, the best coach that I can possibly be. And so I'm trying to do that, but then I also want to be open to other things that may other opportunities that may present themselves to me, because one of the biggest things that I've found is that a lot of people really shoot themselves in the foot by comparing their own success to like the success of someone that they idolize. And I think that this is super, super common, like in my example, like in the fitness industry, like whether it's somebody's physique that you're comparing your physique to, you're like, I wish my physique looked like their physique. So I'm going to grind super hard. I'm going to do what they do to try to get their physique. But then people also look at other people's paths to success, and they say, this person is doing all of these different things, and that's exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm going to lay out my journey to success. I'm just going to base it off of this other person's, and then I'm basically going to like try to replicate them as much as possible, and then try to find the same amount of success that they're found. But you're never going to find it trying to copy somebody else's thing, because ultimately people find their success on different paths. People have their different lanes, and what you really have to do, and what I try to do as much as possible, is just really try to be open to the different ways that you can achieve success, because it's not all carved out. It all hasn't been done before. So you really have to stay open-minded when it comes to things. Like, people, like, don't just copy your favorite influencer. Don't just copy your favorite, like, whoever has the most impact on you. Don't just do exactly what they are doing. Like, try to take the principles from, like, the principles that you see them living out and apply those principles to your life. Like, do your best on that, because that is going to bring you a lot more benefit than just simply trying to copy and paste whatever other people are doing, because you are your own person, and like, you need to like express who you are. And so as soon as you start trying to live somebody else's life, you're simply taking away from your own original content. So that is just a massive piece of information that I've sort of had to work through over the past couple of months, but I hope that kind of has an effect on you guys if you guys are watching this. And so pretty much what I realized is that I just, I really, really hate spending money, but I really need to spend money if I really want to educate myself properly to do the things that I want to do. Because the honest truth is that other people know how to do things 10 times better than I do. And even in the same lane, when it comes to like fitness coaching, like paying other people to help you with whatever you are trying to do is extremely, extremely powerful. And I'm a very, very frugal person. Like, I absolutely hate to spend money, but if you could spend whatever, like 1/5 of your income, and you could give that to a person, but that person could 5x your income, it's like, why would you not do that? And I think that's one of the massive ways that I've just been just really been setting myself back, is not being open to paying other people to put me on a fast track to success. So like, I'll talk to you guys about, I have literally spent like $12,000 to $15,000 in the past 2 months just simply on like educational courses and about like business building courses. And they have helped me out more than I helped myself doing my own research in the past like 2 years. Like, so pretty much you can either take your own time to figure stuff out. This is what I found. You can take your own time to figure stuff out, or you can pay somebody else that has already done it, who has already figured it out for you, that can just literally fast track you there. But you have to put out a ton of cash in order to actually see those gains come back. And so that's another massive thing that I have seriously been struggling with, but I'm starting to become a lot better at it, and it's paying off a lot. Like, I tell you what, like, paying other people for information that can help make your business more lucrative is incredibly, incredibly powerful. And I really wish I would have learned it earlier. So if you're younger than me, or you're, just starting your business, take this information and act on it. So if my goal is to be like the best coach like that I possibly can be, I pretty much I don't have the time to go through and figure everything out for myself by trial and error. So I need to hire people that are much, much better than I am. One of my main missions is to like inspire people to pursue their dreams, and like inspire people to like go out there and try to find like their own lane and make money doing whatever they want to do. And I'm not in any position to be giving like advice on how to, make money. It is doing whatever you want to do, because I just started doing it. Like, I am definitely not capable of educating other people on how to do that. But I have personally, I want to be able to help other people with that. So ultimately, in recording this, that is my goal, is to like inspire you guys. Like, you guys can make money doing what you want to do. You just have to put your whole fucking heart and soul into it. Listen to this. Working hard and going all in for your goals does not ensure that you will achieve them. But if you do not go all in and work hard, there is a 0% chance that you will achieve them. You can choose a life of quiet desperation, or you can go for it. The choice is yours. See you in the arena. That is a tweet by Lane Norton, one of my favorite sources of information when it comes to working out and bodybuilding. I don't know, I just found that like super inspirational. All right, you guys, awesome day today. I got my Young LA package for the December drop. Now, I believe that this is dropping on December 13th, so be ready. And my favorite piece in here, I already know, I just hope it fits well, is a leather jacket. I believe they call it the Roadster. So I am really, really looking forward to this. I get Christmas time every single month whenever this arrives. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got a 440 performance shirt because my other ones were kind of wearing out because I use the absolute crap out of them. I haven't worn another shirt besides this in the gym in like months because I love the 440 performance shirts. Like, they are so great. And off-white is my favorite color, so I had to throw in one of those. Here is the leather jacket. Really looking forward. Oh my gosh. There's the leather jacket. Extra large. Really looking forward to seeing what I look like in that. Hopefully it fits well. And then, let's see here, right here. This is a hoodie. Size extra large. Another hoodie, size extra large. This is a new backpack. I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. And then the last thing takes up like half the box, which is the Kingpin jacket. So this thing is ridiculous and I can't wait to put it on. It's like this padded black material. This is one of the heaviest jackets I've ever seen in my life. This zipper is huge. I cannot get over that. Oh my goodness. All right, so it's got the zipper and then it's got buttons to go on top of that. This is definitely going to be keeping me extremely warm. It makes you look so broad, literally, Kingpin style. Look at that. Look at how far the shoulders go up. Wow, they did not skimp on the quality of that. So it's got two Young LA buttons right up here. Two sleeves, and then they've got like this gridding. That is so sick. I really hope this fits. Oh yeah, that fits perfect. That looks so good. Holy smokes. My goodness. It actually exceeded my expectations just because of how soft it is. I was expecting it to be a lot more rough, like my other leather jacket, and stiff too. Like this one, I feel like I can move around in a lot more. The other one is like, it's like hard for me to move almost. All right, so there you go. Those are probably the top two items. So if you guys want to get something, I would get one of those two things, to be honest with you. Definitely not one of my favorite items. I have so many hoodies, I'll be honest, that they just kind of start to blend together after a while. So, I mean, if you need a good hoodie, oh, this is cool. It sticks off. It's kind of like a, it's like a felt almost. All right, and the final thing we have today is the backpack. Metal clips. Wow, these are pretty heavy duty. So, my goodness. All right, so to get into the bag, you pop both of these things open. And then you have a whole bunch of compartments in here. Wow, it's so much bigger than I was expecting. Somebody clip all these things out and like put it together in a montage, the amount of times that I've said that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Code BEATON, December 13th for all of these products. And there's a bunch of other stuff dropping as well. So if you haven't already, be sure to go over to the coming soon section of the website. And you can pretty much look through everything that's going to be releasing.